Yeah.
Okay, let's get ready to start now. All right? Okay, ready to start now. Okay, bye. This is Joe, he's on his way.
Okay.
Joe's on his way.
He's on his way? Yeah, okay. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
You know the words. Pursuant to the requirements of NJSA 4-10 of the Open Public Meeting Act, adequate notice of this meeting of the Housing Authority of the City of Elizabeth has been given by mail in January 2012, scheduled in the newspaper circulating within the County of Union and designated to receive such notice. On my posting the 2012 meeting schedule on the Housing Authority Office Bulletin Board, and further by filing 2012 meeting schedule and annual meeting date of January 3rd, 2013, Office of the City Clerk.
Roll call?
Roll call. Commissioner Anchor,
Yeah.
Commissioner Capital, Commissioner Gonzalez,
Here.
Commissioner Morales Vasquez,
Here.
Commissioner Pinzo,
Here.
Commissioner Shannon Condell, Chairman Farley.
Here.
There you go.
Open session. Doing none. Close that. Adoption of the minutes of the December 12 meeting and annual meeting January the 5th.
So moved.
Moved it.
Second.
This
Just
is for
one.
the December one?
December
And
1st.
January.
Huh?
I said
The December one, right?
Oh, this is December 1st.
Oh, I thought it was
Okay.
both.
Yeah, she said both.
Yeah, both.
All in favor?
Just one minor thing, that last page with the January 5th, should say Chairman Pollard. It says Chairman Gonzalez.
Oh, that's my fault.
And
Sorry.
just the January one, just the minor.
This is mine.
Yeah.
We'll fix it.
Okay. And the last page.
Okay. Who voted first on this?
Yeah.
Emily Nelson. Thank you.
Communication.
Bills. Do the bills first.
Oh,
At a
oh,
practice.
whoa. I
Hasn't
don't,
been that long.
I'm flying. Approving payment of bills.
So moved.
A second.
Okay, all in favor?
Alright. Now we go to communication.
Communications. There's 3. On December 13th, the Housing Authority and Urban Redevelopment Agency of the City of Atlantic City, they came up. They brought, I think, 5 or 6 staff people, and I guess we had a big question and answer session. So we had our staff people here. It was about a 2-hour session. So this letter is just a thank you. This is actually the second time they came up to Elizabeth to see, I guess, to see how we do things. You know, they're always welcome. So this is a letter from the executive director, Ms. James, thanking us for the meeting that we had with them on December 13th. The second letter was received December 28th. It was received from the new acting director of the Office of Public Housing of HUD. This is an acknowledgement of our response to the ARA auditing that was done by Deloitte and Touche. And as this audit has basically been closed out. They had one observation. And you know, it's not a big deal, but you know, that's been taken care of. So this should be the final letter on that. FADA is having its Spring Summer Conference in Seattle, Washington. They call it the 2012 Annual Convention Expedition Conference in Seattle, Washington. If anybody's interested, let me know. Any questions about the correspondence?
Executive report.
Anybody have any questions about the ED's report?
When does this start? I'm sorry. The youth program?
The
Did it already?
youth bill program?
Yeah.
First page?
By Brenda Day. Oh, it already started?
Yeah, I think that this is the second year maybe they've been doing it. Actually, we had this, I think maybe 5 or 6 years ago. Jose had a program.
No, I think it's a great program.
Yeah, it is a great program. So, you know, we kind of work with them. It's their program this time around. It is really a program designed to get kids from a certain group or younger people from a certain group, you know, back in the mainstream. It's very comprehensive. And they have like 75 at-risk young adults. And it's Youth Bill is actually a national program, and it's put in different cities. You know, so you know, this is the second. I think we had it 3 years, and this is brand new day's second year.
They're still recruiting, Christine.
Okay.
Yeah, they
Can we
get-
recommend people?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're getting ready to start up again. Matter of fact, today was their first day for their new ones to come in.
For the new kids, yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
I was, when I went to Florida, they have a program like this called Step Up Program.
Yeah.
And it is very similar to
Mhm.
ours, except there was a guy there, he was 33 years old, and he's in their program. He did 8 years in prison, and when he got out, he found out about the program, so he went to the man that's running it
Right.
and asked him, could he get into it, because he didn't want to go back to prison, and he didn't have any kind of trade, and he didn't have a high school diploma,
Right.
so they let him come in. Now he's one of their best cabinet makers they have,
Good.
and there's a young lady there too, and it's a lot that can be done with these programs. So I just wanted to, you know, touch on that.
Well, a lot of these kids too, Christina, are kids that have aged out of foster homes.
Mhm.
So that's a targeted population that there's not a whole heck of a lot of resources devoted to them. So this Youth Build program is something that helps kids create a vocation, and then in turn they can earn money and hopefully establish housing. So Brand New Day is also working on identifying affordable housing for these kids too. So they had put in a tax credit application last year to fund one of their projects, to fund one of their buildings. They didn't get awarded, but they're going to go in again this year and attempt to put in for this Youth Build housing type program for the kids. So
Oh, that's good.
And you know, their attendance is really good because we see them all the time, and you'd be surprised.
Where'd you do that, the press?
They do it right next door to our building, to our senior center. That's one of the buildings, and then I think they go across the street to the press, and I think they go down on Broadway and on 2nd Street. But they're there, you know, and a lot of these young people are people that you would not think want to take that kind of interest, but they are dedicated to this program, and that's a good thing.
Wow.
It's a good thing.
Good evening, everyone.
Very happy.
Any other questions?
Yes, I see that the meetings are continuing to establish some educational programs at Mravlag Manor. Is that?
Yeah,
I see
we've got
there's
quite a
meetings
bit going on. We've got 2 programs. I mean, we're looking at a lot of different things. We met with the Y, see if we can get an after-school program. We have 2 programs starting. One is an arts program, and one is a computerized, make your own video game type program for the kids.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, those have been kind of locked up. So Mr. Spearman, he's been very busy, and he had a substantial meeting with the tenant association, you know, to discuss other
Yeah.
things. So he's got like seminars, and I think he's got Trinidad's going to do a health seminar, you know, and actually had a good turnout at the tenant association meeting. So
Oh, good. Yeah.
yeah, so he's moving along with this.
Yeah. Can you share whatever it is you're looking at? when you
Yeah,
get a chance?
yeah, I certainly can. Yeah.
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 So I can see what the different programs are that you're considering to have at Mravlag.
You know, Bill, I ran into Rod last Tuesday, and he was saying that they're gonna do the ESL down at the senior site on First Street.
Yeah, I heard that.
And so I asked him, did he mind doing a SSL,
That's his,
Spanish as a second language also, because our building is mixed. So
yeah.
we have, you know, Spanish speaking people and English speaking people. And since we got all live together, it would be good if we both learn the language so we can get along with each other. Not only for there, but even when we're out and, you know, around and about. So, he said he's gonna look into
look
it
into that,
and
right.
see about doing
Is that
Good
Rod?
idea.
Rod?
Right.
it. Spanish as a second
Who's
language.
gonna do that?
I asked Rod
All right.
to look into it, so.
What, it's gonna be volunteer work?
Well, we'll be volunteering, going there and learning, that's for sure. But, I don't know how he's going to actually do it, but I'm sure Bill will let us know.
Yeah, and Rod's been very busy, so he's got
Yeah.
a lot going on.
Good. Glad to hear it.
Right. Well, let me know. I'm doing good.
All right.
Okay.
The big thing is he's trying, he's spending considerable time, he would like to have a summer camp program here in Mravlag, so.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Yeah, so he's working on that. His initial idea is to consolidate some of the smaller programs that we have
Yeah.
and have one, you know, traditional 6-week or so
Yeah.
summer program. So
And I think the buy-in of the tenant association
that was
to that
huge.
is critical for its success, you know. So that's good. I'm glad to see that he's meeting with them and, you know, they're working together, you know, to finally try to get something going
Right.
over there. So that's good.
Any other questions? Okay.
Old business. Seems like we went into that. You going into new business? Not new business. All right, resolution.
Number 9, authorizing the executive director to open the waiting list and accept applications for 1 and 2 bedroom apartments at Mravlag Manor. As a matter of policy, this is always approved by the board. Typically, this is done when the list is getting, you know, I mean, there's people on the list, but when it gets to a certain level, so we always have enough people, applicants, ready for available apartments. So we publish this in the Star Ledger and the Rose, and then applications must be submitted starting Thursday, March 1st through Thursday, March 15th to maintain a reserved waiting list for 1 and 2 bedroom apartments at Mravlag Manor.
I'd like to make the motion that we approve the resolution.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Resolution number 10, authorizing the executive director to open the waiting list and accept applications for senior citizen disabled 1 and 2 bedroom apartments in Farley Towers, Kennedy Arms, Ford-Leonard Towers, and O'Donnell Dempsey. Same process. The applications will be advertised in the Star Ledger and La Voce And the applications are also handed out
Yes.
to different agencies in the community also. And applications must be submitted starting Wednesday, February 15th,
Right.
2012.
Now, doesn't say through when.
We're gonna do something a little different this time, and we're gonna leave it open-ended, because the last time when we opened up the senior citizen list, which was a couple of years ago, we really didn't get a huge turnout, amazingly enough. It was just maybe a few hundred applicants, which really isn't a lot. And the cost of the ads and whatnot, we're gonna try this, and we're gonna see if we can leave it open and just take names as they come in.
Yeah.
We never get an onslaught like we do with the family list. So we're gonna try and leave it open. If I get to a certain point where it looks like it's gonna be out of control
Right.
and difficult to manage, then I'll put a notice in and close it as of, a certain date. But we're gonna try this, and I think it'll give people, they may feel better. So many people do come in, they just want to put their name
Right.
on the list, and they
Yeah.
can't. This way, at least they should be able to do that. So we're going to try something new.
I like that idea. I know people are approaching you about,
Always.
when can we make an application?
Always.
And you have to tell them, well, you have to wait till it opens
Right.
up. And
They don't want to hear,
open.
though, that there's
Yeah.
699 on the list, though, either. So.
Yeah, well,
Right? But we're going to try it.
yeah, that sounds
Okay?
good.
I move.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Number 11, amending contract number 11C-10, resolution number 5647, architectural and engineering services for elevator upgrades, Henry Arms and SD Abramowitz, to change order number 2. This is $1,725 on the existing contract, the A&E contract for this project. It's for engineering services needed to complete the work scope as a result of changes requested by this housing authority. This work was not included in the basic service.
This, honestly, this is Kennedy Arms and elevators, and I know they needed desperately to move that forward, but I'm not clear what the change. The next one also has to do with the elevators at Kennedy Arms. One is a change order, and this one's a modification. I'm not sure what the difference is between them.
It's a repeat.
No, it's not.
No. One's
No, it's
the-
not a repeat.
One's in the engineering, the other one's
Right.
the contractor building.
Yeah, so one says change modification number 2, and then the next one says
Yeah,
change order number 1. So,
Yeah, well, but you see,
Oh,
One, two,
one is for the A&E, one is for the architecture and engineering
Only
services.
you.
The architect assigned to the project, the other is for the company that's actually doing the work.
Yeah.
yeah, no, I know, but what's different between a
Yeah,
change modification and change order? That's what I'm trying to
Typically,
get at.
don't use, they're the same. Typically, I don't know why it's called a change order. Typically, we do a change orders. Have you,
I don't know what this is.
I don't know. And matter of fact, he's discussing this concept, and modifications are,
It's basically the same.
It's the same thing.
It is the same thing.
I don't know why he's got
Okay.
And it's just,
I wasn't sure
the
if there was-
form that he uses, instead of it saying change order, says contract modification,
Mhm.
which in essence is the change order. But
Right. So
I
it
don't
is
know what the
basically
work
the same
was
thing.
comprised of, yeah.
I just, for my own edification,
Yeah.
want it to be clear. All right, that's. I'll move it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Number 12, amending contract 11C-50, resolution number 5669, elevator upgrades at Henry Arms. Oh, sorry about that. This is standard elevators actually doing the work. This is a $1,920 change. And it calls for wood core change of panels. Nobody's gonna know what this is, but I won't know it.
It's probably the inside of the elevator and underneath and the lighting.
There
Just
you
had that
go.
done.
You stand corrected.
We had this done in my building, that's
Have you
why.
done elevator work before, is
Yes,
that?
that's what it is. I'll move it.
Second, I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And resolution number 13, I won't assume anything anymore. Resolution 13, authorizing the executive director to adopt and execute the PHA annual and 5-year plan for submission to the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development due April 15th. We submit this plan every year. This is a blueprint of what this agency does and is going to do in the upcoming year and years, and it is the submission of our 1-year and 5-year capital plans for our buildings.
Move it.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
You have a copy? The 1-year plan?
Okay. New one or no?
That was the 1-year plan. It says, and 1-year plan.
Okay, the new one is prepared.
Well, it's ready, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Can I get a motion for adjournment?
I make a motion.
Second?
Okay.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?